Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Bears defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. 63. Now look, get it.
Hurts. This is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears nothing.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The solid stiff arm. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, here's Williams. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
7-yard pickup.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Great. Check.
Throwing his Hurts. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jaden Reed, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
25 yards there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 40 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Easy, 63, back. 73. Alpha. Tiger Hornet.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone.
And he's caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 48 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. The so is there. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jahad Campbell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Williams. And then he's caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line drive. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing is Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, They want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the air, Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And we'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That's good. A completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, thumbs up. I learned it. I know you were that. Count that, get it. Hey, 73, 73. Hey.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
180, 180. Hey, easy, 63. Crown up, get it. Crown up, get it, get it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
73, 73. Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 44, Hurts. This is caught. It's gone. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reed. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, let's go. Man! Kyle, let's get him. Play like you mean it. Go Silver, ready? Hey, easy, 63, bang!
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partners, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that one.
A good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and 3.
What is it? Vegas!
To throw, it's Williams. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To the air once more, Williams. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Vegas! Yes! Cover!
They'll fake the give, now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dixon set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Williams. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Play action. Now Williams.
He's got this complete to Burden. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again here, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. That's good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a quick 16.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
And that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Moore, the man in motion.
Second down and inches. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
What is it?
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Looking left side, he's got it complete. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Williams going to look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gains.
15-yard line.
Second and 9.
What is it? Here we go.
Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man. It's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
73.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And now Mitchell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. I thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and back to the 28-yard line.
They're on the 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think?
It's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've got a lot of turnovers. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
63.
Throwing again on second and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his record.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now first and 10.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Here's second and 10. Here's the give to Macintosh. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Williams from the gun on third down.
first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bears, first down.
It looks like they'll move things around here. To throw, Williams. Loose inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A 41-yard gain. And the Bears, first down.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 33.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Hurts to throw. Goes to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
63, back.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And will be taken down just shy of midfield.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, All you want to hear is tick,
gain of 2.
tick,
Brings up
tick.
3rd and 9.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, Silver. 73. Kyle left Yeti.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jaden Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 42. Bears 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Here comes 2nd down. Now they're out of it to something else. Here's Williams. Gets this to roll. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
For that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, we're in shot near.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
To the air once more, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go.
32.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. A 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Bears 36.
35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it done.
And he stopped immediately there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Philadelphia, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.